Hi, I'm Simon Beaumont. On behalf of Triathlon Western Australia, welcome to the 2021 SunSmart Busselton Festival of Triathlon, and thank you for supporting our iconic event. This is a big one, this is a big year. 2021 marks a significant anniversary in the history of the event with the 20th running of the festival. So enjoy the weekend with all your friends and your loved ones and your fellow competitors. You're part of history over the weekend, so enjoy it. We would like to respectfully acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and sea on which this event is taking place, and elders both past and present. We also recognise those whose ongoing effort to protect and promote Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture will leave a lasting legacy for future elders and leaders. Now, the event this weekend will be conducted under the rules of the ITU, the International Triathlon Union, in conjunction with Ironman. Now, we are in a very fortunate position to be able to conduct the event this weekend. Many sporting events in WA and indeed around the world are still being significantly impacted due to COVID-19, and you should know that as a condition of our event permits, we are required to implement a range of COVID safety initiatives that focus on the following three areas: hygiene, physical distancing, and contact tracing. So, if you are feeling unwell or experiencing COVID-like symptoms, please stay at home, stay in the chalet, stay in the caravan park. Please make use of the hand sanitizer stations located around the venue or out on the course itself. The transition area is spaced with 4 bikes per rack, so they're approximately 1.5 metres apart. Now, with the swim starts, they will be in age group waves in a rolling start format. You've probably seen these, 5 athletes at a time, 8 seconds apart. When your wave is called, assemble in the chutes, listen to the commentators. It will be self-seating, so if you believe you're a faster swimmer, move to the front of your wave group. No one likes fast swimmers. Run course, aid stations, athlete recovery, and the bag drop will all be self-serve. Volunteers will be there to assist, but collection is to be touchless, self-serve. Hydration and nutrition shall be laid out on the table for you to collect. Encourage and support your fellow athletes throughout the event, very important in the 20th year, but please avoid direct contact. So we don't want to see any handshakes, high fives, and definitely no hugs until after the event. Practice physical distancing around the venue. It's recommended you do stay 1.5 metres from others. All competitors' details are collected through the registration system. If you've got spectators coming along to support you, please encourage them, this is really important, to pre-register their attendance or register at the event using the QR code located on signage around the venue. Now, we encourage both competitors and spectators to download the Safe WA app. It's easy to do, and register when they or you first arrive at the venue. Now, with regards to athlete check-in, if you've already collected your race pack in Perth, please proceed straight to the bike check once you arrive at Barnard Park in beautiful Busselton. Now, the athlete check-in is also available and located at the Sports Pavilion in Barnard Park on Thursday 29th of April from 2 to 5, Friday the 30th of April from 9 till 7, and what you will need to collect your pack is your photo ID. So make sure you've got your photo ID with you. Now, your race pack this year for this historic 20th running of the event includes a swim cap, an event dry bag, your bike sticker, bag stickers, an athlete wristband, timing chip, and your race number. All very, very important. Make sure they are in your race bag. Once you've collected your race pack, proceed to the timing desk and check your name and age category, and importantly, your swim cap colour. If you want to be considered for a World Championship slot, you must nominate this at check-in. Now, this is incredibly important. This is written in capitals in my notes. Your athlete wristband must be worn at all times. Your athlete wristband must be worn at all times. And this includes completing your bike check-in, collecting your bike and gear bag post-event. The bike check-in is open from 9:30 to 7 o'clock on Friday the 30th of May. Bike numbers must be attached before you enter transition. Bike helmets will be checked on race morning. There's no requirements to leave them overnight, so bring them with you on the morning. Do not modify your bike stickers. If you do, you may need to return to timing to be renumbered. Don't modify your bike stickers. On race morning, transition is open from 5:30 to 7. Here's hoping it's a beautiful day weather-wise. The bag drop is located in the athlete recovery area and it's open from 5:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. and these times will be strictly enforced. Listen to the commentators at all times on timing. Allow 10 minutes to get to the swim start from Barnard Park. It's a bit of a walk, but again, make sure you get down in time. Don't miss the start. Don't miss the formalities before the start. Only registered competitors are allowed into transition. Bikes cannot be removed from transition to warm up on event day, and there will be a helmet check-in on race morning. No bags are to be left in transition. Only the event competitor bags provided at check-in can be used in the bag drop. Now the bag drop will be self-serve. Volunteers can help you locate your allocated number hook to store your bag on. So you'll get a number hook and you can store your bag on that. Now it is a 1 lap swim course, 1 lap only. The swim start is a beach start located on the east side of the main beautiful historic Busselton jetty. It is an M-shaped swim. You'll exit the water onto the sand at the halfway turn position. So you come out of the water so we can all see you. The wave starts are listed in the athlete information guide, so familiarise yourself with those. Now, wearing that event swim cap is compulsory and it must be worn on the outside. Don't put it in your wetsuit, don't put it on the inside of another cap. You must register over the timing mat at the start, and if you withdraw after the swim, please advise the dropout clerk at the bag compound so we know you are not still out on the course. It's incredibly important. Please refer to the athlete information guide in relation to the use of approved wetsuits. The use of wetsuits is likely and probable to be mandatory with water sitting at around about 16 degrees or thereabouts. The current water temperature at Busselton is around 16.8, so do be prepared to wear a wetsuit, although the commentators always like it when there's a couple of people who don't. All right, important information about T1, transition 1. Pass through the timing chute to the showers, then you go into transition. Wave to the crowd, very important. Smile. Only discard your swim gear at your bike and put your helmet on before touching your bike. Now, digital music or communication devices, including telephones, including phones, are not permitted on the cycle course. Wearing a race bib, a number, is optional on the bike. Let's talk about the 90.1 kilometre pedal mafia cycle course. It's a ripper, you have to pedal every centimetre. Now, once you have completed the 180-degree turn at the end of lap 1, you will need to move to the right-hand side of the lane as you pass transition to start your lap 2 to allow for merging athletes from the transition area. At the conclusion of lap 2, take a right turn at the roundabout at Brown Street and head to the dismount line. Happy days. The 90.1 kilometre pedal mafia cycle course. These are the rules. This event is using the 12-metre draft ruling. Keep left unless overtaking. Never undertake. All overtaking must be on the right-hand side. Drafting. This is a blue card and 5-minute time penalty per infringement. Don't do it. Prior to entering the 12-metre draft zone, athletes must move safely to the side of the athlete being passed and remain there until the pass is complete. The athlete is allowed 25 seconds per athlete passed. An incomplete pass is a blue card 5-minute penalty. Blocking. Athletes must keep left at all times. Blocking competitors is a yellow card, 30-second penalty to be served at the next penalty box. There are no on-course mechanics and of course no outside assistance is allowed. An athlete observed discarding equipment, biddens or rubbish on the course other than at the designated disposal zones at the aid stations may receive a red card. There is a 5-minute penalty for all blue cards. 3 blue cards may result in a DQ, a disqualification, 30-second penalty for all yellow cards. If you receive a yellow card, a 30-second penalty must be served at the penalty box official. If they are busy, you may need to wait. 2 penalty boxes on the course. There's one at Chewett Drive and there is one at Carey Street. Stop at the next penalty box on the lap where the infringement occurs. This will be monitored. It is your responsibility to know penalty box locations. If you receive a red card, you can continue racing and should seek out the race referee at the finish. A red card may result in your disqualification. Don't do it. You'll sleep better at night. Public urination is a disqualifiable offence. Toilets are located at the aid stations. Let's talk about those aid stations, the pedal mafia cycle course aid stations. There are 2 bike aid stations each lap. All pickups are on the left-hand side. Drinks will be dispensed in the following order. Here we go. Water, E3, water, then E3. Please take caution at the aid stations and call out loudly which product you would like, water or E3, which is the electrolyte. Toilets are located at the aid stations. Littering outside of the designated zones can result in a disqualification. Be aware of that. Caution is advised when passing through all the aid stations. Be aware of slower riders as they may veer slightly off course to collect a water bottle. They may go off their line. It's best to treat the aid stations as a neutral zone. Let's talk about transition 2, the bike to run transition. You need to dismount before the dismount line, not after, before the dismount line. Rack your bike at your bike position before removing your helmet, and you must not touch or otherwise interfere with another competitor's equipment in transition. And again, digital music or communication devices are not permitted on the run course.
Hi, I'm Dave Budge, Race Director for the Busselton Festival of Triathlon. I have to break into Simon's briefing. We filmed Simon's briefing a couple of weeks ago, getting prepared for the event on the 1st and 2nd of May. Unfortunately, as things often happen in the world these days, things change. You may have heard that unfortunately the Goose restaurant in Busselton was affected by fire last week, and as a consequence of that, there's a certain part of our course through the run course that we're no longer able to access. So we'll need to change the run course. Of course, our thoughts go out to the owners and staff of the Goose restaurant. It's been a big part of the event. We've hosted functions there. It's right on the swim start. So hopefully we can get back in there. The business can be rebuilt, and we can revisit that once it's up and trading again. So we'll go into the new run course. If you've done the 70.3 previously from 2019 and back, you'll be familiar with the course. It is our Plan B, so we'll go into that. The Keep On Running run course is 21.1 kilometres. It's a 3-lap course. After the bike ride, you'll exit T2 through the same chute as you entered the transition after the swim course and cross Geograph Bay Road onto the path. You'll then turn right and continue along that path, which runs parallel to Geograph Bay Road, for approximately 3 kilometres to a turnaround point, which is located past the Gerrans Street car park. At that point, you'll turn 180 degrees and return back towards Barnard Park. At the Gerrans Street and Geograph Bay Road corner, you'll leave the path and go back onto the road on the right-hand side. There are a line of bollards the entire length of Geograph Bay Road. Runners will be required to stay on the right side of the bollards. When you arrive back at Barnard Park, turn left into the service road and past the finishing chute on your right-hand side. Across the park, turn right onto the path, which is on the Marine Terrace side, and then right into the chute that takes you back past Transition and the Expo to complete 1 lap. On the completion of the 3rd lap, when you turn into the Barnard Park Service Road, turn right into the finishing chute and continue to the finish line to complete the event. Aid stations. There are 2 double-sided aid stations on this new course, giving you 4 opportunities to take hydration and nutrition per lap. The first double-sided aid station is located near the Volunteer Sea Rescue building, and the second at Geograph Bay Road and Norton Road aid stations. They're approximately 1.5 kilometres apart. There are toilets located at the aid stations. If you're requiring medical assistance during the run, seek help at the aid stations and the volunteers and event staff will respond to your needs. All aid stations will supply the following: E3 Champion formula, water, cola, performance gels, fruit and lollies. Back to you, Simon.
Now, timing will monitor the full course coverage, and you should be aware your race number is compulsory and is to be worn on the front during the run. Remember, keep left unless overtaking another runner. There will be escort cyclists riding behind a male and female lead runner, so keep an eye out for those. These are for monitoring the position of the leaders only. They are not for directing athletes. They may not ride the entire course. It is your responsibility to know the course. Individual mobile pacing or non-participant runners are not permitted, full stop. Athletes using pacers will receive a red card. Any athlete observed deliberately discarding items other than when entering or leaving an aid station will receive a red card, which could mean disqualification. Toilets are located at the aid stations on the run course. And just to reiterate this about the finish chute, Only athletes are allowed in the finish chute. You will be disqualified if you bring children or supporters into the finish chute. Now, just on withdrawals, if at any stage you withdraw from the race, please ensure that you return your timing chip to the dropout clerk at the bag compound in the main marquee area. It is important that race officials are aware of your location at all times during the event. Now, hopefully you won't need these, but these are the cutoff times, which are based on your wave start time. The cutoff times, here they are. Individuals, swim, 1 hour 10, bike plus swim, 5 hours total, and the run, 7 hours 30 for a total race time. That's 7 hours 30 for a run. Here are the team cutoff times. Swim, 1 hour. Bike plus swim, 4 hours 15, and the run, 6 hours 45 total race time. They are the cutoff times. Now, with regards to the recovery area, once you've finished, you will be required to remove your own timing band and drop it in the timing band sterilising bin. The athlete recovery will be self-serve. Volunteers will stock the tables. There'll be hydration, nutrition, your finisher's medal and a finisher's t-shirt for you to collect, self-serve, as you move through the area. Once you've collected your nutrition and finisher's products, move to the bag drop tent to collect your gear bag, then exit the athlete recovery area when you can. Medical professionals will be on hand at the medical marquee. Only athletes are permitted in the athlete recovery area. All right, the presentations for this year's 20th staging. All presentations will be held during the day at the presentation area near athlete recovery. Presentations will start at the following times: 12 noon, 1 p.m, 1:30 p.m, 2 p.m, 2:30 p.m and 2:45 p.m. Awards will be given at the first available award time once all award recipients, first, second and third in each category, have finished. Now be aware the WA State Long Course Championship titles will be awarded at the TWA Awards Sundowner, 30th of May at 2 p.m. at Public House in Perth. There is no category awards function on Saturday evening this year. The Ironman 70.3 World Championship qualifying roll down is a virtual event. Please read your athlete information guide on how to register to qualify. It is a virtual event this year. Protests. This is what you need to know about protests. Protests must be made with the race referee as soon as possible after you finish, but no later than 30 minutes after your finishing time. All protests are to be accompanied by a protest fee of $100 Australian. The fee is returned if the protest is upheld. The protest can be advised, then the fee procured and lodged with the race referee. Competition jury will require athletes be available until a decision is given. There are 20 volunteer technical officials and 250 course volunteers who make this event possible. We couldn't do it without them. Please thank them warmly and please be nice to them. Thank you for supporting the 2021 SunSmart Ironman 70.3 in Busselton. Good luck to you all, and we hope you achieve your goals, and importantly, you have a great time doing it. You, this weekend, are part of a little bit of triathlon history.